I'd like to welcome everyone to the virtual graduation ceremony for the Patrick Henry High School graduating class of 2020. At this time, I would like to introduce the president of the class of 2020, Matthew Wright Gimmel.
Thank you, Flory. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and class of 2020, we welcome you. My name is Matt Gimmel, and I am honored to serve as our senior class president. I would like to take a moment to thank the teachers, faculty, and administration who have made this individual graduation ceremony possible. We appreciate your positivity, communication, and hard work in making this meaningful for us. I'm so excited to be graduating with you all today. We've accomplished so much as athletes, performers, and students, and most of all, kind human beings who have made this community a better place. It is that kind spirit and strength that has allowed us to persevere through these uncertain times, and we will continue to help succeed as we discover new things in the future. Now I'd like to introduce Madison Mary Spence, our senior class vice president.
Thank you, Matt. Please stand for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, I would like to introduce Elena Rose Hicks.
Thank you, Madison. Please join me in the singing of the alma mater. The words are printed on the back of your program. Hail, Patrick Henry, hail, praise be thy name. We will forever love thee through years of fame. Though in time we'll say goodbye, thy name will be forever echoing in our memory.
Thank you, Elena. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Chris Martinez.
Hello and welcome to you all. I'm Chris Martinez, proud principal here at Patrick Henry High School. Today is an important day for our families and most importantly, in the lives of our graduates. The faculty, staff, and administration of Patrick Henry High School share with great pride in your excitement and joy. These seniors have won numerous awards in the arts and athletics. They have soared academically and they have been passionate about helping each other, their school, and their community at large. They have exemplified PH school pride, spirit, and unity, all while navigating through an unprecedented time. They are a very special group of young people, and today is about celebrating them. Thanking those who make a difference in our lives of others is so important. First, thank you to your parents and parent figures for sharing your wonderful children with us. Next, I want to thank our own Patrick Henry staff and faculty for their dedicated and active participation in the success of the class of 2020. Finally, I must give a special thanks to Ms. Leslie Knuckles, Mrs. Kendra Flinchball, for their hard work as senior class sponsors who have organized many senior events, not the least of today's ceremony. Thank you both very much. The last few weeks of the school year have provided me with the time to reflect upon many different things in our lives. We have been all impacted and had to adapt to something no one could have seen. For my reflections, I fell upon 3 pieces of advice for the class of 2020. 1, enjoy life and make the most of every minute of every day. 2, let the people who support you and care for you know that you love them and appreciate them often. And 3, think about your own role, however large or small, in making the world a better place for everyone. Graduation is a day of celebration, not of our differences or our uniquenesses, but of our commonalities. We wear graduation robes both as faculty and staff to represent our unity of purpose on this occasion and our common ground. No matter where we have come from or how long we arrived, we are here today together to acknowledge achievement of a goal, your graduation from high school. Today, we are all members of the Patrick Henry High School community. We belong, and no matter where we go, how long we stay, or when or if we return physically to Patrick Henry, a part of each of us will remain with the PH school community because of all that we have shared. Class of 2020, it has been a joy and honor to serve as your principal, and I'm a better person and principal because of you. Thank you. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Hanover County Public Schools. We are fortunate to have a superintendent who personally supports us and is dedicated to making our school division among the strongest in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Welcome, Dr. Michael Gill.
Hello, class of 2020. Every year, keynote speakers across the country inevitably provide encouragement to graduates, but they also caution them about the rapidly changing nature of the modern world in which we live, in which you will be charged with navigating. And it's true, the world is an amazing place, but the pace can also be incredibly demanding. COVID-19 has challenged us to rethink every aspect of our daily lives. And the events that have unfolded in our community and around the nation have understandably stirred a wide range of emotions and questions within us all as we struggle to comprehend the deep-rooted and complex issues that we face, such as eliminating racism and hatred. Arguably, the future may seem to be the most uncertain it has been for a graduating class in several decades. However, you are not just any graduating class. You are the class of 2020. You have the ability to turn uncertainty into meaningful action. Now, I can honestly say that I've had admiration and hope for every group of seniors that I've had the privilege of serving during my tenure. I have thought that each class's prospects for making positive contributions to the world were exceedingly strong. Still, there is something truly special about your graduating class. You began kindergarten the same year that the iPhone was invented. You came of age during the rise of social media, witnessing its power to bring people together when used appropriately. You have already lived through recessions and bull markets, war and peace, triumphs and struggles. Those experiences and so many more led you to this, your senior year, a year you looked forward to with great anticipation. Many happy memories have already been created at various sporting events and performances, homecoming and goofing off at lunch, in the hallways, or completing those class projects you thought would never get done. All of this occurred, of course, before the phrase social distancing was even part of our vocabulary. Then came March. The abrupt ending to your senior year was something that, frankly speaking, none of us saw coming. While incredible efforts were made by so many to restore some semblance of normalcy, there are no words that will bring back proms, award ceremonies, and last hugs. Despite these disappointments, you didn't just adapt to the situation laid in front of you Rather, you thrived, and you were resilient. With the help of your incredible teachers, administrators, counselors, support staff, your parents, and others, Zoom, Schoology, email, phone calls, and packet pickups became your new classroom. You found remarkable ways to connect with friends and offer encouragement when it was needed. Many of you found ways to give back, to support those hurting more than you. You found that pushing the pause button on many of the daily activities that usually rule our lives is not such a bad thing. You discovered that you do, in fact, need to slow down for a minute, to smell the proverbial roses and be more reflective, or perhaps more aptly, pause to binge watch the new Netflix series. You are the class of 2020. Of course you thrived, and you will continue to do so. You are unlike any class before you, and you will share that bond for the rest of your lives. The leadership guru Zig Ziglar once wrote, "You were designed for accomplishment, engineered for success, and endowed with the seeds of greatness." I cannot think of another group who this quote more perfectly represents. Class of 2020, you have already accomplished great things. You have inspired us all along the way. And I know that because of your preparation, both through school and through the life events you have experienced, that you are uniquely equipped to be the leaders and the much-needed voices of your generation. Congratulations to you all. You most certainly deserve it.
Thank you, Dr. Gill. The class of 2020 is proud of our classmates Sydney Lane O'Connell and Joseph David Moore, who have both worked to reach the highest level of academic achievement. I'm honored to introduce our co-valedictorians as they deliver their addresses.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates. My name is Sydney O'Connell, and I am honored to be a valedictorian of the class of 2020. In a normal year, I would be giving this address in person. We would have spent the last few months of our senior year together, at school, going through all of the expected senior rites. However, this is not a normal year, and this has been hard on us. But we are strong, and we've proven this before, through everything from the awards, championships, and kindness of our school to the unfortunate losses of some of our PH family. Right now, we have yet another chance to prove this. We are facing a junction in our lives, one that we would be facing even if it weren't for this pandemic. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? Who do we want to be? During this unprecedented time, these decisions have become even more difficult to make. Or so it seems. Because in actuality, an unusual year like this one provides us with an unusual opportunity. History has shown us that some of the greatest opportunities for change arise in times of crisis and uncertainty, much like the time we are in right now. In the face of everything that is going wrong, we have the ability to discover what's right. We have the opportunity to make a difference, whether this difference is through the words we choose to say, the service we provide our community, or even the smallest changes focused inward. Because although it may seem like we have fewer choices than ever, we are actually being presented with some of the greatest choices we might ever make. Choices that will shape the rest of our lives, that will reflect who we will become as adults. Right now we can choose. Are we going to spend this time binge watching Netflix, or are we going to step up? One of the first pieces of advice about success that I received was from my mom, who taught me that the more opportunities you take right now, the more doors you open up for yourself in the future. So work hard and open those doors, even if it has to be from home. Our journey does not end with our high school graduation. This time is simply a stepping stone to the next part of our lives. Right now, we have the chance to set ourselves up for success in this next chapter. And while we might not be ridding the future of obstacles, we are giving ourselves the ability to transcend them. We have the opportunity to make ourselves better, and that means we have the opportunity to make the world better. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Good afternoon, I'm Joseph Moore, valedictorian of the class of 2020. All right, so first I'd like to thank my mother. Without her, I would not be here. She's helped me through the tough times and got me to where I am today. We, in the class of 2020, were born in the year that immediately followed 9/11. And now as we graduate, we are again faced with another world-changing crisis. I know for a lot of you, this wasn't the senior year you were expecting. You can't help but feel a little bit cheated. Prom was canceled. Graduation with our family and friends will look a lot different than we expected. And our social lives were put on hold. Times are tough. The economy has collapsed. Many of us are having trouble finding jobs, and the world feels as though it's been turned upside down. However, it will pass, and we will survive, and it will be through these struggles that we will be better equipped to deal with adversity and fear. It is through the observation of these times as young adults that will make us stronger as a society, generation, and as human beings. With the world in a state of catastrophe, it provides us the opportunity to be a light in these otherwise dark times. I'm not afraid of these times ahead, because I know that those of us in this class and the classes that will follow will be exemplary with our increased determination and strength. We will move on to college, the military, or our profession, and claim our spot in history as the generation that pulled America out of uncertainty and decline. I'm honored to speak to you in this trying time. I wish all of you the best of luck in your future education and professions. Finally, I would like to congratulate the PH class of 2020 for graduating high school.
Thank you, Sydney and Joseph. Mr. Martinez, I now present the graduating class of 2020.
Claire Ann Abbott. Kenneth Brian Adams. Caitlin Nicole Ahern. Blaine William Albert. Caroline Grace Allen. Chase Merle Allen. Emily Page Allen. Jonas Emmanuel Allen. Samaya Denise Anderson. Stanley Leroy Anderson Jr. Travis Lee Anthony Jr. Owen Joseph Aruza. Brett Joseph Atwood. Miana Ba. Seth Gray Bailey. Christina Rosalind Baker. Lindsay Faith Barker. William Michael Belcher III. Cameron Wayne Bell. Tarshawn Marcel Bell. Alan Joel Benitez Hernandez. Alan Josue Benitez Hernandez. Michael Adam Pigman. Allison Morgan Bilby. Rebecca Nogueira Blackburn. Madison Kaylee Blair. Austin Daniel Bliss. Litzy Bonilla Hernandez. Faith Anna Bordewick. Mallory Elizabeth Bordewick. Veronica Kimmery Therese Beret. Charles Anderson Bowles. William John Brady V. William Scott Branch. Christian James Brazil. Russell Carl Bricky Jr. Sahori Rochelle Rito Diaz. Demetrius Xavier Brizendine. Tyson Christopher Brown. Jordan Savannah Bruffy. Daniel Sean Buren. Evelyn Olivia Buren. Carter Harlan Bertram. Alexis Brianna Burkhead. Ricky Dale Burton III. Austin Matthias Bird. Austin Michael Bird. Sierra Angel Callahan. Dalton Richard Campbell. Christian Ryan Capolino. Connor Nathaniel Capolino. Aaron Bailey Carlson. Julissa Raquel Carranza Torres. Cedric O'Neill Carter Jr. Kiara Megan Caudill. Andrew Caleb Cawthorn. Haley Nicole Cawthorn. Americas Isabel Cavazos. Skylar Lee Cecil. Chardonnay Nicole Chu. Carter Robert Church. Jennifer Nicole Church. Jack Bernard Cabetto. Brittany Bourne Coe. Milton Bernard Coleman III. Talisha Michaela Coleman. Angela Renee Collins. Damon Anthony Collins. Caleb Carlos Colon. Edward Quinby Cowdrey Jr. Cameron Elizabeth Cox. James Randolph Costello. Mariah Danielle Dalton. Ethan James Danielson. Emily Grace Davis. Madison Victoria DeHaze. Talik Daniel DeLille. Siobhan Hope Dennehy. Justice Alexis Patrice Derricott. McAllister Corinne DeShaza. Mark Joseph Dinger. John Thomas DeMalo. Benjamin Douglas Doolittle. Riley Blinn Doyle. Susan Jeanette Draper. Austin Cole Drumheller. Cody Jacob Drumheller. John Frederick Dole. Moya Yamira Edmond. Ashanti Naeja Ellis. Lauren Jean Ely. Adam Donald Irvin. Shayla Ashley Irvin. Nicole Caroline Esteban. Edson Estrada. Madeline Isabella Evans. Maggie Nicole Evans. Kevin Michael Fayhead Jr. Kiefer Coolidge Fallen. Braden Xavier Ferguson. Ryan Thomas Ferrick. Sophia Elizabeth Zapetti Fishbaugh. Andrew Preston Fletcher. Dylan Michael Flournoy. Ronald Cody Fontaine.
Antonio Eric Ford. Isaiah Trayvon Thomas Fowler. John Woodloffer Fox. Hunter Logan Frieda. Bethany Lynn Garber. Nicholas Carey Garlitz. Frank Brian Garthright Jr. Mason Scott Galletley. Matthew Wright Gemmel. Christopher Maximus Gerbino. Savannah Autumn Jeter. Kevin James Golson. Aaliyah Elise Gilbert. Colin James Gilbert. Justin Ryan Gilbert. Bethany Ann Giles. Leah Pakaya Gilman. Richard Scott Gilman. Rachel Cassandra Glather. Austin Douglas Goodman. Marley Ann Goodman. Aaron Artel Devon Gordon. Chase Anton Gordon. Jacob David Mitchell Gray. Michael Aaron Groggs. Cindy Raquel Guajardo Lopez. Ryan Christopher Guilford. Addie Elizabeth Stewart Hall. Jenna Marie Hall. Alexa Mackenzie Hallman. Jared Thomas Hallstrom. Link Reed Hammerschmidt. Dina Joanne Hampton. Tierra Nicole Hancock. Caitlin May Hankey. Dustin Cash Harford. Eden Elizabeth Harper. Bethany Ann Harris. Janae Shannon Harris. Shadiman Renee Harris. Shelley Nicole Harris. Brandon Robert Harder. Rashad Dion Harvey Jr. Julia Macy Hayes. Parker Dean Heath. Rebecca Scott Hakey. Mitchell Graham Herbert. Elena Rose Hicks. Carly Ray Hicks. Erica Grace Hicks. Sierra Sky Hoffler. Zenobia Yvonne Holden. Hannah Holly. Michaela Elizabeth Hooker. Charlie Luke Hubbard. Olivia Kathleen Hudak. Kyle Michael Hudgens. Chanley Grace Hudson. Elizabeth Diane Hudson. Jamie Lynn Hughes. Jenna Lee Hughes, Garrett Jacob Hunley, Morgan Elizabeth Hunter, Callahan Fitzhugh Inge, Meredith Brooke Inge, Sydney Keller Inge, Mieri Contess Jackson, Infinite Jaden Jacobs, Madeline Dawn Jefferson, Brentley Alexander Jenkins, Laura Stephanie Jenks, Madeline Rachel Jewick, Dorian Leandro Johnson, Amber Michelle Jolly, Lindsay Lee Jones, Rafe Robert Kaler, Nadia Aida Carolyn, Madison Marie Kelly, Anson Neville King, Malcolm Vaughn King II, Brandon Michael Kokot, Miles Kiran Krishnamurthy, Tyler Shane Layden, Hayden Vaughn Lane, Maxwell Cardo Lane, Linda Katrina Lauritsen, Lydia Victoria Lauritsen, Jackson Christopher Lavish, Kayla Nicole Law, Cameron Jones LeMay, Robert Christopher Leonardo, Dylan Ray Lewis, Susan Michelle Lovelace, Joshua Michael Lowry, Jordan Elizabeth Litke, Emma Claire McKay, Daniela Lynn Macklin Soto, Kendall Grace McGee, Micaiah Unique Mallory, Dante Michael Marino, Trent Lane Marshall, Caitlin Reeves Marshburn, Natalia Elizabeth Matassa, Ryan Anthony Matowski, Timothy Thomas Matthews, Kayla Nicole Maxey, Hunter Coleman McElroy, Cammie Lynn McLaurin, Alexis Rosetta McNair, Virginia Alexandra Mead, Caitlin Faith Renee Melton, William Benson Michaelwitz, Malik Jalen Milligan, Jason Lawrence Mixon, Kayla Lynn Molino, Shamar Unique Montague, Benjamin Walker Montgomery, Joseph David Moore, Nicole Marie Moore, Lil Eden Morphus, Emily Francis Morris, Bridget Beer Muldowney, Ashley Faison Muse, Tui Lynn Fawn Navarro, Trevor Anthony Nelson, Tyler Scott Newell, Kelly Page Knuckles, Sydney Lane O'Connell, Michaela Nicole Oliveira, Sarah Elizabeth Osterbaum, Christopher Chokwu Nedu Oswana II, Theodore Carl Owen, Rebecca Lynn Page, Sarah Elizabeth Pagnini, Austin John Parker, Jacob Michael Paris, June Alexis Parrish, Taylor Vance Patton, Alyssa Yoon Payne, Noah Daniel Pierce, Sarah Elizabeth Pierce, Lucy Elizabeth Pelham, Jack Tien Pendleton, Brooke Marie Pennington, Jane Louise Perkins, Cody Mitchell Phelps, Joshua David Pomeroy, Harrison Beal Pond, Adam Clayton Price, Andrew Allen Price, Fallon Renee Pritchett, Madeline March Pugh, Hunter Dalton Purcell, Chloe Kate Rada, Saxon Storm Ratcliffe, Allison Nicole Rathbone, Jessica Bryn Rathbone, Stephen Michael Rathbone, Alexander Levi Reckley, Alexa Noel Reichert, Blair Elizabeth Rhodes, Jalea Renee Richards, Shiloh Valerie Ring, Clinton Kendrick Robertson IV, Danielle Heather Robertson, Melissa Ann Robinson, Kiyaja Marie Rollins, Tayshawn Scott Rommel, Alexandra Grace Royal, Carlos Eduardo Ruiz Jr., Benjamin Connor Russell, Haley Victoria Rutherford, Walker Temple Ryerson, Trenton James Rynierson, Jonah Everett Sackey, Saul Alejandro Segal, Adeline Morgan Sage, Roby San, Allison Aide Sanchez, Aaliyah Janae Satterwhite, John Samuel Snare McGuire, Sandra Irene Shook, Philip Gray Scoggins. Jacob Nathaniel Bryan Sexton. Raymond Alley Sexton. Hunter Christian Shaw. Thomas Wesley Sheldon III. Joshua Peyton Shelton. Michaela Marie Short. Alexander Paul Sakar. Jeremiah Trouday Simmons. Noah Andrew Marshall Simmons. Ryan Alexander Slayton. Whitney Nicole Slayton. Peyton Troyle Smart. Jacob Andrew Smith. Sydney Grace Smith. Madison Mary Spence. Amanda Marie Squires. Jared Paul Stanley. Madeline Grace Stanley. Wyatt Thomas Stanley. Braden Neal Stevenson. Alexander James Stewart. Ethan James Sutton Stiles. Connor Nelligan Strange Boston. Dylan James Stroud. Charity Lynn Catherine Talley. Timothy S. Tartanoff. Jesse Bays Taylor. Zachary J. Taylor. Ella Mae Teets. Chikala Monet Thomas. Christopher Tirado Leyva. Cameron Deshawn Tolliver. Jennifer Lynn Trexler. Amanda Renee Tuck. Chase James Tuck. Diego Francisco Ubilla Lopez. Robert Carlson Van Riper. Kendall Lee Vaughn. Taekwon Larry Vaughn. Joseph Peter Collins Vaughn. Aiden Mark Vino. Amanda Sarah Warner. Bethany Janae Webb. Hannah Storm Wetzel. Teresa Annette Wharton. Madeline Nicole Wilburn. Joel Vincent Wilhelm. Jamie Marshall Williams. Nicholas Jeffrey Williams. Sincere Marquise Williams. Thomas Joseph Williams. Ryan Thomas Weingarten. Morgan Francis Winston. Cheyenne Ray Wood. Savannah Alexandria Wood. Sebastian Leilani Wood. Christopher Bo Woody. Danielle Lynn Woody. Taylor Logan Woody. Annie Grace Wright. Marchenko. Carter Nicholas Young. Holly Michelle Zambrano Giacom. Joey Zhang. Lena Zhang.
Would the class of 2020 please rise? By the power vested in me through the Commonwealth of Virginia, I now declare you graduates of Patrick Henry High School. Congratulations.
Congratulations, seniors. Family and friends, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day.